Hello there. This is Business Unscripted with Shae Spitz, and I am here with Kristin Stock with Arsty Haven, and I'm sure many other hats that you wear. So, hello, Kristin, and
Hi,
thank you for
Shae.
being here.
Thank you so much. I am so honored to be here. This is awesome.
Well, I'm honored that you came here because you that you finally came to a podcast.
I did,
yeah.
and you know, I battled the massive traffic this morning in Columbus, Nebraska, to get here. So here I am.
Yes, and
But thank you.
Yes, you
thank
are
you guys
welcome.
for inviting me.
Yeah,
Means a
most
lot to me.
definitely. Yes,
Awesome.
means a lot to us too. So, tell us a little bit about everything. Well, mainly your biggest thing that you do is Artsy Haven. Is that correct?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
tell us about Artsy Haven.
Okay, well, Arsty Haven is a scrapbooking supply store. That's what everybody thinks. That's what you hear. It's a scrapbooking store. No, it's not. It's much more than a scrapbooking store. We have all kinds of arts and crafts supplies. We also do paint parties, like door hangers, canvases, little home decor things, picture frames, other kinds of home decor-ish type things. And we also have tons of paper crafting classes.
Okay.
So we do a handmade card making class, we do a beginner scrapbooking class, we do art journaling class, we have a Bible journaling class, we have a mixed media class. Those are all at our store. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
And you guys recently moved.
We did.
Well, I mean, recently as in 3 years ago?
So we bought the building in 2019.
Oh, okay.
And we went, so I went to the Super Bowl, I came home, moved my store, and COVID hit.
Oh my gosh.
So that was bad. So I was closed from March 17th till July 6th of 2020.
Oh my gosh.
So
and
brand new
were you able
location.
to even do anything in that time?
We did these to-go boxes where we
Oh.
created boxes that you could order online or in person. You could call the store. And
Yeah.
what we did is we rotated employees so we weren't all there. So like I was there by myself, or one of my girls was there by themselves. And then we just filled the orders. So we would put in, you know, like if they ordered a door hanger, we would send the paint, the door hanger, and how to do it.
Oh my
Same
gosh.
thing with, we would send scrapbooking paper.
Yeah.
So a lot of people were doing artsy things during COVID.
Oh yeah.
So people were short on supplies. They needed glue, they needed tape runners, they needed, you know, goopy goops that they use on their pages, and they couldn't get it because nothing was available. Nothing was open.
Yeah. Now, do you still offer those little kits to
We
go
do.
packages?
Yeah, we do. Not as much as we did during COVID, but those to-go boxes, we call them artsy to-go boxes.
Artsy to go.
Yeah, and I found some pizza boxes, and that's what we used to start us. And then I ordered just regular 12 by 12 boxes, and we shipped them all over Nebraska and in the Midwest. People.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
See, as awful of a time as it was with COVID, it really projected almost every single business, especially those that thrived and survived, to think outside the box, to get creative, to implement something that they never probably would have even considered or thought of, that had one, kept that revenue going, in addition to maybe adding a new stream of revenue now and currently, you know. So
it definitely elevated what we were doing to a different level. Definitely, because we were just kind of trying to survive, because we're like, how are we going to survive this? So we just moved. We have all this stuff, but it did give us the opportunity to get everything unpacked, everything put away. And, you know, obviously for the people that don't know it, Arsty Haven is in the old JCPenney building downtown on 13th Street. And my husband, when we bought the building, he said, "You will never fill this building up." And he came in.
Oh, no. He did not.
He did. He says, "I don't think you'll ever fill this building up."
And you said, "Watch me."
Yeah. And he came in about a month ago, and we were looking for something, and Ron came in to assist us to help find it. And he says, "You have every corner of this building filled." And I said, "I told you. I told you we would fill it."
Exactly.
So, yeah.
It's sometimes like those comments almost inspire you and light a fire to you even more. Because when somebody doubts you, it can go both ways. You know, when people doubt you, you know, it can really put a toll on you and bring you down. But in other words, like if somebody says that and you're going to be like, "Watch me. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it."
One of my favorite things, and one of the most fun things we do at the store, besides our paint parties and our paint classes, is we host a scrapbooking event at the store. So we have about 120 individuals who come in and scrapbook all weekend, 2 times a year.
Now, did you used to host that at the Ramada?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now you get to host at your store, though. That's
we don't
much
have
better.
to move everything.
Yes.
And, I'm not 20 years old anymore. So moving,
that doesn't sound fun even when you are 20.
It's not. It's not fun.
It's a lot of work. Oh, that does make it a lot easier though too.
Yeah.
So I was just doing the math in my head, but I actually it was actually right before COVID because it would have been my daughter's 5th birthday. We had her 5th birthday party there.
You did.
It wasn't at the old JC. You must have had a different store. Do you still own that or a different
We did.
area?
So we were in Park Plaza, and then I'm trying to get my years right. The Park Plaza flooded.
Yep.
And so we moved to a building on 2516 13th Street, which was where Lisa Garrett's specialties is now.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Because I remember you being in
temporarily.
There. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that all happened so weird because we were trying to find a different building. And then, of course, we had to move out because we had all these parties booked and we didn't have any place. So we just bought that building quick. And then we sold it to Lisa.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it was fantastic. It was a fantastic birthday party. Super convenient. I brought my daughter down to your big store because you had that at the time, but you also were doing the parties over at the other one. And we just kind of picked out what we wanted to do or what she wanted to do. We had kind of kept it pretty simple is that we had girls and boys who were going to be going to the birthday party, and the girls picked out like a canvas, or she picked out a canvas for the girls to do like a unicorn.
Yes.
And then the boys did a car, and then you guys you wanted the names of all the kids, which I was able to provide, but I didn't know if they were all going to attend.
Right.
And so I mean, the kids still have it. It was something that they talked about forever.
Yay!
And it still hangs in their room. Riley and Kaysen. And the girls did all the unicorn ones. They helped glue everything on.
Oh, how fun.
Put their name on it. We probably had, I don't know, probably 20 kids there. So they all sat around this big table.
I remember when you guys
It was
were
so
there.
much fun. Awesome. It was a lot of fun. And I think it was a big hit. So just things like that people don't realize.
Yeah.
What else do you do in addition to all the other things that you explained too? So yeah, I mean, the birthday party was a huge hit for my daughter. And I know my son wants to do that too because he's all about arts and crafts.
That's so good. Yes. And I'm glad to hear that you say that your son is all about arts and crafts because boys can be crafty too.
Very much so.
Yes,
very.
Definitely.
We literally have what was supposed to be an office is now a toy room, but like half of it is arts and crafts. Like
there you go.
They just love arts and crafts. So yeah, I mean, a birthday party for him there is something that he would just love.
Oh, I would love to have you guys back.
Yeah. Do you guys do a lot of birthday parties or things like that?
We do a lot of parties. We do even just like girls' nights out. People will call and say, "Hey, can I come in and paint with my friends?" Little kids, birthday parties of all ages. So we've had teenagers, little kids, adults. Yeah. Bachelorette parties, baby showers, graduation celebrations, you name it. We've had a paint party for it probably. Yeah. We even retirements from jobs or whatever. Yeah,
where they kind of come in and do some sort of art. Now, do you have a location on your website where they could pick out the item that they want to do? You do? Okay.
We do. Yes, we have a place on our website. If you go to artsyhaven.com, it's right there. And it says, we have actually one that says classes, and then we have one that says projects. And if you just click on it, you can look at all of our projects. We try to keep it as updated as we can, but Pat, who kind of runs the studio, she is pretty quick. So by the time she gets one painted, we're running around trying to get it on our website. So we have everything on our website. Nice. We have our classes that are upcoming, soon to be our e-commerce store. We're just finishing up the details of that.
What is that?
That's basically everything that is Artsy Haven will be available online. So all of our mixed media supplies, all of our card making supplies, all of our scrapbooking paper, our basic kits to get started will all be available online.
That's fun. Yeah. And I think, like I said before, with COVID, I think it just really forced people to actually make that change. Because I remember, I think it was probably about 3 years ago or before. I don't know if it was before or after you had moved already, but I remember you were talking about one of your biggest struggles was getting things online, staying up to date, having somebody who could run your web page because it's a whole nother realm. It is. Even for me, who's younger, I mean, no, it's a whole different world, and you need to have somebody else, especially when you're trying to stay up to date on everything, and you have to keep up with it. It's a lot.
It is a lot. And then there's always, then you're getting the pressure of, okay, you need to learn TikTok, and you need to get this on Pinterest, and this needs to go on Instagram, and this needs to go on, and you need to do a Snapchat. And I'm going, what?
So
what?
exhausting.
What are all these words? It's like, what is this?
Yeah.
But I didn't know anything about doing my website or how to do it or how to update it. And I stayed up till 3:00 in the morning, like for 2 months, just watching YouTube, trying to teach myself how to add stuff to my website. So as you go, the life of an entrepreneur right there.
Yeah.
3:00 in the morning.
Most definitely. Absolutely. So now how does it run now? Do you do it or does somebody? You do?
I do.
Oh my gosh. Good for you.
Yeah. I kind of like it. I'm kind of a techie person a little bit.
Okay.
So I kind of like to mess with it and kind of like to do it. Sometimes I get a little behind.
Yeah.
I catch myself up and then we're good.
Yeah. That is awesome. So Artsy Haven is obviously your biggest thing that you have going on. Do you have any other streams of
yeah.
Okay.
So that's kind of how I got started in the whole. I've been a scrapbooker my whole life. My grandmother, my grandma Boshin, my maiden name, she was a huge journaler.
Oh yeah, you're from Newman Grove, right?
Yes.
That's right. Yeah, and I'm from Newman Grove. It is the craziest thing. Yeah, I did know that. I just when you said that, I knew it. But yeah, it's just kind of crazy. Newman Grove is such a small town, but I feel like so many people either come from there or know somebody.
Yes.
But so yes, that's right. That's right.
So my grandma was a big journaler. And I was always, and scrapbooker, she loved to cut things out of the newspaper and put them in books and save them. And I followed her lead, and I've been scrapbooking since I was probably 10. And I've always loved to scrapbook. And then life took me down a different path, and I was into economic and community development for years. And then I met my husband, Ron. And then I was in the auction world, before that. And so my whole life revolved around auctions, doing auctions, going to auctions, being part of auctions, clerking auctions. And in 2015, I got sick and I had a liver transplant. Totally changed my whole perspective. And my whole life was, around that business and around Stock Realty and Auction Company. And then we transformed into Big Iron, and I participated in Big Iron. And I was like, I want to find my own identity in life. I want to be my own person.
Yeah.
It was time for me to try something on my own.
Yeah.
So when the local scrapbooking store came up for sale, some friends were messaging me like crazy saying, you need to go buy it. You need to go talk and get it bought. And we worked for a while, and Ron helped me do the paperwork because he's good at paperwork. And we bought it in 2018.
Oh wow! So you've grown fast and rapidly.
And I knew the minute that I bought it, I said, I want it bigger. I want to expand. I want to go to a different location. Park Paths is a beautiful building, great location. I loved it there, but I knew right then and there that
it was too small.
Yeah,
it was too small of a location.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, we were right next to Cork. Our studio was right next to Cork. And that was wonderful because we had that great relationship where we could, her patrons could see people painting and having fun. And it was just, it built so much. And, of course, it built a relationship between Nicole and I too.
Yeah.
So that was great.
Well, and I think by you saying that really, I would imagine, inspires other people because you can you can go in any direction at any point in time in your life. Because a lot of people are thinking, well, I'm there's always excuses. I'm too old, or I don't have the support, or I'm too young, or I don't have the money. And just, there's always an excuse, but for you lived this other world for many, many years. It was probably what you knew more than anything.
Yes.
And then you got sick, but then to take that huge leap and that huge faith in yourself more than anything, to be able to take this business. And that was 4 years ago. And here you are for only, that's very short time frame. It really is.
Yeah, it is.
To take it from where it was, where you didn't even know that realm, that business world, to where you're at now. And that's extremely inspiring and amazing. So I hope people listening can realize that no matter where you're at in your life, you can take that leap of faith and find your passion and your career.
Absolutely. You just gotta believe in yourself, and my identity was so wrapped around, being that auction person. I honestly doubted myself for several months. I'm like, am I really doing the right thing? I had no retail experience.
Yeah.
You know, I was in the sales and marketing world for that whole time. And you know, I was a grant writer. What did I know about retail?
Yeah.
And I just learned as I went.
Yeah.
And I think people need to know that, you know, you might make a few mistakes. You might stumble.
You will. No, not might. You will.
You will. Absolutely. But you can't let it discourage you.
No.
Because it's so worth it to see. And, you know, and the scrapbooking world is so different because there's a bond there that I can't really even describe.
Yeah.
You know, between scrapbookers, it's almost like a family.
I obviously don't do the scrapbooking, but my grandmother-in-law, and it's something that I think she would live and breathe it if she could.
She does.
And she always talks about her scrapbooking, basically community.
Yes,
you
we
know,
love her.
Yeah. And so it's just amazing. Yeah. The community that you do have there, you know, you truly care. It's like a family.
It is.
It is like a second
when
family.
Somebody's sick, you know, it's everybody's sick, you know, or if somebody's hurt, or if it's somebody's birthday, everybody celebrates, you know, or they got a new grandbaby or a new niece or nephew, or somebody's, you know, brother's sick or whatever. It's a great community. I'm so honored and so privileged to be part of that, you know, not only providing a store for people to shop in, but also a place for them to go, you know. And I just love the word haven.
I was gonna say haven. Yeah, a safe haven.
I try to provide that for people, and you know, we're really trying to do some things inside. I'm having Yara Remus come in and do some colorful things on the walls of our store. So I wish people would come in, and I know people say, "Oh, I don't scrapbook, I don't craft," and that's fine. Just come in and look around, because I think people find out that if you would just give it a try, you don't have to be super crafty. Even if you come in and paint a door hanger, we help you do it. You know, we'll guide you.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know, if you need a ribbon tied, or you need some little detail added on your door hanger, we'll help you do it. Yeah. You don't have to be a super crafty person to do it.
You know, one thing that I kind of want to go back to a little bit is, how do you think that it had you going in this direction? How has that helped you personally? Not necessarily professionally, but personally.
Personally, it has given me so many more people to be part of my life, because I like people and I love people. And it's just giving me a whole new set of people to bring into my life who have given me so much different things. Just helped me be a better person mentally. And, you know, when I'm feeling sad or down, those people are the people that are there to support me now. And you know, it's just, of course, I have a little bit different perspective, because I was so sick. And so when I look at things as like, okay, that's kind of a small thing compared to the big things. And I think that the people, that my scrapbookers, my customers, my friends, they've made me realize that those things truly are the small things.
Yeah. I would say 95% of the things that happen to us are small.
And you just have to slow down. You have to slow down. And I always say you have to slow your roll, because there's no reason to get all upset.
It's not going to benefit anybody. No. I was reading a book one time, and they had an analogy that said, if you're a level 2 person, a level problem or a level 5 problem is going to seem huge, and it's going to consume you and your life. But if you grow to be a bigger person, and you're a level 8 and you have a level 5 problem, that level 5 is minute. It's irrelevant. It's something that you don't even see it as a problem. You just keep going about your day. You know, so if you can grow into being a bigger person and a better you, those problems that used to be bigger to you back in the day are no longer even a problem anymore. It's just one thing, it comes across your way, and you're like, okay, let's deal with it. This is what we need to do, and we move past it and we move on. Yes. Because if you dwell on it, you're going to be stuck there.
It's going to eat you alive.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You have to be able to just look at things, address it, and move on. Yes. So, I'm going to kind of wrap this up a little bit. Okay. Tell me, how could somebody get a hold of it? Well, I guess you talked about your social media platforms and your websites. You guys have a phone number they can reach out to you?
So our phone number is 402-606-4600. Okay. And you can go to our website, artyhaven.com, and everybody spells Artsy wrong. It's ARTZYHAVEN.com, or our Facebook page. Yep. all of our information. Our Facebook page is pretty, moves pretty fast, but it also feeds to our website.
Oh, that's nice.
So you can see it on there, feeding every day. And so Megan, who kind of does most of our our Facebook stuff, she kind of keeps that rolling.
That makes it, when everything can like flow together, it makes life and business life so much better.
Yeah.
What is one piece of advice that has helped you in your professional career or even personal life?
Oh, there's so many. I think probably one of my favorite ones is my husband Ron always says, if you're not having fun, then it's not worth it. You know, if you're doing something you don't truly love and it's not fun, then it's time to move on and do something else.
Yeah.
If you don't love what you're doing every single day, and I do love what I'm doing, and yes, I get pulled in 100 different directions, you know, because I also still, you know, represent Big Iron, and I'm, you know, represent Artsy Haven, and we've got, you know, 10 other little businesses behind the scenes that we also do. But, you know, it's a wonderful experience. I would say, what was the other part of my question? Personally,
yeah.
I think probably just to take things how does
one step at a time?
One step at a time, one fire at a time. You know, Ron always says you have to eat the frog. And that was some really good advice. It was a book he read that said when you get up in the morning, you think about that one thing that you really need to accomplish or you really need to tackle or you really need to address. So it could be a problem, it could be something happy, but you just have to eat that frog. And you have to just, when you get up, you have to eat the frog.
It's the first thing you should do.
Very first thing in the morning.
Because otherwise if you, especially if it's a bad thing, you're going to just drag it out and then probably not do it. And you're like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow, you know, next week.
And even if it's a good thing, it'll make your day better. It'll reward you and it'll push you to do other things because you're like, oh my gosh, I got my frog done. I'm going to move on.
Just eat the frog,
just
people.
Eat the frog.
Every morning you need to get up and you need to eat the frog.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Put
I like that.
Ketchup on it. Eat your frog.
I don't think ketchup's going to help
chocolate
frog.
Chocolate.
Let's go with the chocolate. Maybe the chocolate. So
chocolate frog.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So no, I truly appreciate you coming here, talking to me about your business, your life, your, you know, struggles. So very, very much appreciated. So yeah, if anybody has any questions, they want to check it out, stop on down. What's your address? Artsy Haven address.
Oh, 2422 13th Street.
So yep, right on downtown Main Street, 13th Street. They're on the north side of the road. If you're looking for a birthday party, bachelorette party, bridal shower, anything and everything, you know, stop in, check it out. Even if you, like she said before, if you're not a crafty person, just stop on in, check it out.
Come see our murals.
Yeah, that'll be get some ideas, get some inspiration. And if you guys have any interest on being on the podcast, please reach out to myself or to Matt at getverly.com, and Verly is VRLY.com. Check out my podcast. It's on Apple Music, Spotify, and it is called Business Unscripted with Shae Spitz. So thank you, Kristin, very much for being here.
Thank you.